you don't actually hate yourself. The thing is that you keep betraying your future self. The most practical road to self-love is by doing good things for your future self. And so the reason why you might not love yourself is because your past self has set you up for failure. And bro, self-love is not wishy-washy. If you believe that self-love is cringe, then you are misunderstanding one of the most important pillars of self-development. Self-love is doing things today that make your life better tomorrow. It's actually that simple. Let me put it like this. Maybe you look back on your younger self with a bit of resentment, maybe a bit of shame. Perhaps in the past you overate and today you are dealing with the consequences. In the past maybe you didn't take school seriously, or maybe you chose the wrong path and now you feel stuck in a career that you never wanted. You look back on your past self with a sense of loathing, and it could be subtle, you might not even realize that you're doing it. But this resentment towards yourself may be why you were spiraling deeper and deeper into bad habits, why you're falling deeper into a lifestyle that you know you don't want to live. And so for the past number of years, just think about this one, but have you not been living in a loop, a vicious cycle of making a bad decision that you eventually end up regretting, resenting yourself for making this mistake, and then growing more and more spiteful and caring less about yourself to the extent where you continue to make more of these mistakes in the present day? And these mistakes, these habits and poor lifestyle choices that you're making today, would your future self not look back on what you're doing today with the same resentment that you currently have for your past self? You see what I'm trying to say here? You know, you lack self-love because your past self set you up to fail. And so why would you love that man or woman? But the good news is that if you were to flip the script here, everything would change. And so if we now imagine that you started with a different origin, the origin of making some good decisions that may be uncomfortable and potentially difficult in the moment, but in the future you will end up looking back on these good decisions, and instead of that regret and spitefulness, you look back on your past self with appreciation, gratitude, and genuine love. Delayed gratification and self-love is the springboard that is really going to propel you to success. You know, self-love starts the upward spiral that we all desire. You know, that one good decision that leads to a genuine upward spiral that continues to compound into the future ad infinitum. But on the other hand, in an eerily similar way, resentment and regret will start the downward spiral into depression, overindulgence, and hedonism, bro. Like I was saying, you make that one bad decision and perhaps over time your life just starts to get worse and worse as you accumulate more and more regret the further you indulge into these bad habits. And you know, there's only so much that I can say regarding these sorts of issues. You know, you can lead a horse to the river but you can't make it drink. But let me just tell you one thing. I feel so happy and fulfilled pursuing the path that I'm on right now. I live the day-to-day lifestyle that I used to dream of. And I'm not bragging, it's nothing fancy, but it's what makes me happy. You know, I wake up early and I get to work on my business. I spend time reading, journaling, you know, I meditate, you know, I get to live with my family. I eat good food, drink my tea, and I train hard every day. And I might not be raking in cash right now, but I just feel so healthy and fulfilled on my journey. And trust me, I am nowhere near success right now. Bro, you can go on my channel page and you can see the numbers for yourself. But I'm still happy. I am still genuinely fulfilled. And I only have the younger version of me to thank for the lifestyle that I'm living right now. My younger self had set me up for success. And it's a shame that self-love has to be conditional, but it's a part of why I love myself. I planted the seeds a few years ago when I decided to pick up martial arts again, when I decided to drop out of university, when I decided to commit to building the business that actually makes me happy, when I decided to commit to this lifestyle and routine. It may have been challenging, it may have been difficult, but this vision, this plan that I had for myself, I am forever grateful that I identified it and had the courage to uproot my whole life to start pursuing it. I have genuine love and appreciation for myself. My younger self delayed his gratification and put me as the priority, the current me as number one. And so what I'm doing today, you know, even this video that I'm making right now is gonna serve the future version of me. And that's the attitude that you want to have. You want to be constantly serving the future version of yourself. And that is self-love. Acts of service, all in the name of your future self. And I genuinely believe that delaying gratification and building the life that the future version of you would want and deserve is the most practical and accessible first step to actually loving yourself and living a happier and more successful life. And so aim to reduce these bad habits, the instantly gratifying vices that are flatlining the trajectory of your life. Do the little things today so that your future self can live in pride. Don't just do it for the grind. Don't do it for the vine, but do it for your future self. Do it for your inner child. Do it for the version of you that's on their deathbed, and do it for the love of the game. Start loving yourself today. Love your present, past, and future. Start your upward spiral today. You got this, bruh. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, all of that, and watch this video here that YouTube thinks you'll like.